Before we get into the podcast, guys, we are now on some new apps.
So you can now find us on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcast, and Amazon Music.
We also have new shorts coming out on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube Shorts. Hope you guys all enjoy the podcast.
Happy gaming.
Hello and welcome to episode 4 of season 3 of the Good Poets Gaming Podcast. Me and Poetic are joined today by Craig's Gaming Corner. We are very excited to have this guest on. This is someone that's been in and about my FYP for a very long time. Craig, introduce yourself for us, please, mate.
Hi, I'm Craig. Thanks for having me.
It's all right.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about yourself, mate.
I'm not very good with this podcasty
You're
stuff.
all right. You're okay.
I just make content that I find funny, really. I've got a new thing at the moment, vintage crackheads. Which is people selling stuff for ridiculous prices on Vinted. And then I do pickup videos. I want to start doing more game reviews and stuff, but it's finding the time.
Yeah.
It's very time consuming.
Yeah.
No, it is.
So tell us a little bit just about kind of, what got you started in your journey of content, why going into content, and, just the general gist of what made you kind of go, I'm going to start putting my face out there and, things like that.
Well, I started seeing all these gaming videos over TikTok and I was like, oh, I can do that. And then I was like, but I don't really want to put my face to it. So then I started doing ones where you just open like the case and flip them over and stuff. Yeah. And to be fair, they did all right. And then one day I thought, oh, I might as well just go all in, do a collection video with me face in it. And then that's how it kind of started. And then I've kind of never really looked back.
Yeah.
And we're kind of over 4,000 followers later and I've met some amazing people. It's been unreal.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like the networking is like a massive thing, like at the minute. Like I never thought when I'd started this that, I'd be doing a podcast or, I'd have these, cool people coming in. So is there anyone that you kind of like network with that you're a bit like pinch yourself kind of thing, like a little moment?
There's a few, to be fair. So like I kind of fell in with like Frampton.
Yeah.
And then obviously he was doing like Framptons and the Cadets, and then people did not having time to do that. So then they kind of dwindled down in members, and I was just messing around. And then somehow I've managed to land in that. And then I think that's coming back over the next couple of weeks. So that's like a bi-weekly thing on a Thursday.
Yeah.
And it's like me, it's Frampton, Holly Retro, Atomic Retro, Video Game Viking. And it's just, you know what it's like. You just chat shit and just have a laugh, play a few games. It's really cool. And yeah, then you've got people like the Yorkshire Gamer, Pandy. Yeah. I'm probably going to miss people off and get a lot of criticism for missing people. But you end up finding people and you just talk to them on a daily basis. And there's so many people on this app that are so sound. It's mental.
It does come with like a lot of people say, oh, TikTok, you get a lot of hate comments and you get a lot of this and that. But I think the whole thing with TikTok is that it's for discoverability, it's one of the best apps. So because there's so many people looking at it, you're going to get a bit of both. And you got to take the good with the bad. But 9 times out of 10, it's 90% good. And then you'll get the few idiots who comment horrible things,
Well, this is it. I'd really like hate comments because I'd like to reply to them and actually get a bit more traction occasionally. Do you know what I mean? It's like, but most of my comments are quite nice, and I'm like, no, someone be horrible. I want to make some money.
I'll start being horrible on your videos now, just to make you happy.
Oh man. So Craig, why Craig's Gaming Corner?
Because when we lived in my old house, it was a corner in my living room, and I had like a little L-shaped desk with like 6 shelves above it and a little tiny bookcase. So it was literally just a corner in the living room. And now somehow I've managed to end up with a room, and I'm just a bit like, it's an office room.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. Do you know what? I used to have a corner in the living room, and then I've now ended up with half a room. I don't know how I've managed that, but yeah.
I mean,
But the issue is you always find you never got enough room either. That's the thing. So like I've gone from having a corner to a full room, and I'm like, it's not big enough.
I mean, I've got this room, and this is my room, but I don't know whether you can see like the towels also live in this room as well. It's also a bit of a storage room. Like it's not purely the game.
His fiance's just been like, yeah, any old shit goes in this room, so
Yeah,
you can
that's
go
it.
in that room.
That's it. And also, I haven't even mentioned, but like that wall is not like I haven't just like took a hammer to the wall. I am like doing redecorating for anyone that's gonna comment. Going, Dan, are you trying to go for the Angry Ginge vibe, mate? Are you trying to jump on a trend or something?
You live in a pub in the upstairs of a pub, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
The Angry Ginge thing back in the day, wasn't it?
Yeah. One thing I wanted to ask you, and this is kind of going off topic a little bit. What's your kind of opinion on like? Because obviously you've got the kind of the older generation of gamers, and then you've got the newer generation of like some people who are like 18, 19, 20 who are having these mass followings. How do you feel about these people coming into the scene a little bit more now?
It's good because it just proves that gaming is for everyone. Because you've got youngsters, you've got old. You look at like Tim the Tap Man. He is making an absolute fortune, and he's kind of, what is he now, 40, give or take a little
Yeah.
bit. Then you've got people like Angry Ginge, who's what, 20, 21 now, maybe a bit older. I don't know. I don't really keep an eye on people's ages because it's a bit weird. And then you've got like that granny that played Skyrim. She made some dollar, I'll tell you that. Then there's that ex-special forces geezer that plays a sniper in Battlefield.
Oh yeah.
He's making money, and it's so good to see, because I remember when I started TikTok, and you'd go in people's comments, and it's like, "Oh, you shouldn't be gaming. Gaming's for kids." Rah rah rah.
Yeah.
And it's like, but you were a kid once, and you probably do weird things like watch Love Island with your missus.
Yeah.
Like, why can we not play games instead?
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? I don't want to sit there and watch Love Island. I don't want to go to the pub every week and get drunk and make an absolute tit of myself. I'd rather sit in my little room, play games, get some enjoyment out of it, and enjoy life.
Do you know what? I've got two things on that. The first one is, like, growing up, me personally, I've always been surrounded by people that game. I think most of my friends gamed, and to me, it was always strange, just because I used to live, well, probably still do live in a bubble where I'm surrounded by gamers. So it's very odd when I'm like, oh yeah, I played X, and people are like, oh, you still game, and I'm just like, yeah, like, yeah. And then the second one is like, when you mentioned like people saying, oh, like gaming's for kids, rah dee da. Like one of the best TV shows of like recent years has been Last of Us, right? And like that's literally from a video game. And the amount of people that have turned to me and been like, oh my days, I didn't even know it was a video game. And I'm like, yeah, no, the story in the game is so much better than the story you're seeing on TV. And so
you're getting it with Fallout now as well. The amount of people that have fallen on like the Fallout hype train is absolutely unreal. And it's good to see some video games that have turned into films and TV series is doing well, because we had that abomination of Doom that was just awful, and God knows what else we've had.
Resident
it's
Evil,
good to see.
that wasn't.
First one the first one was all right. The second and the third, it started getting a bit silly towards the end. The TV series wasn't great.
The only real like in my head good film that was like based off a game was like back in the day, like the old Tomb Raiders, like with Angelina Jolie and that, and like since
we know why you like those, Dan. Let's be honest.
I prefer the pixels, mate. What you on about? Oh dear.
But I'm really hoping that the God of War series turns out good. So far, the casting's been quite decent, I think. So
I think I've got high hopes for it. I absolutely love God of War, and it's one of those. I don't know if I want to watch it just in case it is bad. Like, but
See,
we'll see.
you're gonna hate me for this. I've never played God of War.
Oh.
So, with all the hype coming out around it and the TV series, I think I could jump on this a little bit and I'd probably really enjoy it. So I'm
God.
gonna open the floor. What God of War game should I start with?
The PS2
2018.
ones.
The
Oh,
PS2 one.
No. Don't start with 2018. Right. Start with the original God of Wars, because then
Okay.
when you get to 2018, you can appreciate how good 2018 is.
So
Okay.
what he's basically saying is that the ones before 2018 were shit, and therefore when you get to
They're not awful. They're really the thing is I play a lot of retro video games. So when you look at it, you've got to remember that when these games came out, they were the best.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so but you only really need to play 1, 2, and 3, maybe Ascension. You don't really need to play Chains of Olympus
Okay.
or Ghost of Sparta if you don't want to. They're really good games. I do encourage you to play them. But if you just stick to the main story, so the first 3, and then play 2018 and then Ragnarok, you'll get a real appreciation for how far the game
Okay.
actually came along.
I think what I'll do is I'll play 1, 2, 3 maybe off stream, and then 2018 I'll stream it all, do videos on it, and then I can get into the TV show as well. Then hopefully,
Yeah.
cool. Okay, so going on to the next question, Craig. What's kind of your process of how you come up with your ideas?
I haven't really got one. Do you know some you just sat like the Vinted Crackhead one that I'm doing at the moment? I was literally just on Vinted and I was like, this guy's a crackhead. Why is he selling it at this much? And I was like, I'm just going to make a video on it. And
Yeah,
some of them have really taken off. And the amount
Yeah.
of messages I get now going, have you seen this on Vinted, is absolutely mental.
oh, that's
And
class.
I just don't understand. And I understand that some of it is probably people putting the decimal point in the wrong place. There was a FIFA up for like 30 grand the other day. It's like a French import.
Yeah,
And it's just like he's obviously meant to put it up for like 3 quid or 30 quid whenever he listed it, depending on
yeah.
how much. But I'm just gonna make content off it because it's amusing.
Oh yeah,
Just,
of course.
30,
Yeah,
30 grand for FIFA.
yeah.
Bloody
honestly, it's
hell.
not even the worst one. There was an Assassin's Creed Syndicate one. That was ridiculously expensive. Did one the other day, Rule of Rose. Someone's trying to bang out for like 800 quid. You can buy a
Yeah,
brand new seal copy off eBay at the moment for about 180, if that.
yeah,
You know, and if the remake is coming, like they say, it's one of those. Is the price going to drop or is the price going to go up?
yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have a clue with any of that. I'll go into like a charity shop or a store, and I'll see like an old game for like a fiver, and I go, oh yeah, I like that game. I'll pick that up. That game might be worth hundreds of pounds, and I wouldn't even know, but I'm buying it for me. Like, you know, it is what it
And
is.
the issue is with charity shops now, they're starting to cotton on that some of these old games are worth a fortune.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
It's absolutely crazy. My missus was in a charity shop the other day. There's one that's like 28 quid on CEX, and she picked it up for me for like 7 quid.
yeah.
But back when we first started doing charity shops, I picked up like the first original 4 Tomb Raider games on PS1 for like £1 each.
Wow.
Wow.
And now you go into some charity shops and they're like 10, 15 quid. And it's
Yeah,
just, what are you doing?
yeah.
Charity shops aren't charity shops anymore.
No,
I've
they're
got a
not.
question. You walk into a charity shop, yeah? You see a game that you want. Do you haggle?
No, not in a charity shop.
No, no, you
Okay.
can't.
Like,
Do you know? Because I know someone who shan't be named tries to haggle in a charity shop.
No, you can't be
no,
doing that.
I'm not in a charity shop, I won't. Like, eBay and Vinted, I feel like's fair game.
Oh yeah,
But
Yeah,
when you come to charity shops, I tend not to. I think normally because I'm so annoyed, I walk out at the prices. I say where I live down south, it's just getting British Heart Foundations are the worst. Like, good, don't get me wrong,
yeah.
great charity, but their pricing is I've never seen anything like it. It's mental.
I'd love this clip to just cut to like 5 years later when you're a really established content creator. You're doing a little gig for the British Art
Yeah.
Foundation. You're just like, "Ah."
But I just don't get it. Like I say, charity shops they used to price like everything, like games and that, a quid or 50p.
Yeah,
Now you go in there and you actively see them looking on eBay, CEX to try
Yeah.
and find a price. And then they'd either matching a CEX price or charging more than what CEX price is.
yeah,
And it's like if you want to sell it a bit cheaper,
yeah.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
you might actually sell it. I went into one the other week near where I live, and they were selling like FIFAs and stuff for like 3-4 quid. And on the front of one of them, it had a CEX sticker for 50p.
Oh
And
my
I'm like,
God.
where do you think
That's
this three,
brilliant.
4 quids come from?
No,
It just makes
That's
no sense.
brilliant.
no, it doesn't. It doesn't. Speaking of, I did it. I finally sold my PS3 and PS4 yesterday to a cash generator. Now, I think I got an alright price for them. So
This is where Craig's going to tell you could have flogged that on
Are,
Vinted for
are,
four
are we,
grand, mate.
are
there,
we talking? Are we talking OG PS4 and PS3, or are we
so it's
talking?
the OG PS4
Yeah,
and the PS3 Slim, but it's still like
sliding top or one with the disc ejects out.
I want to say sliding top.
Yeah, it had
But
like,
Also, the Super Slim.
yeah, super slim.
so I sold both of them. They had both been tampered with the screws because we put new hard drives in, so that lowered the price a bit. I sold a steering wheel and a the original PSVR, and for all of that, I got 120 quid. Which I
It's
think's
not.
pretty okay.
It's not too shabby, depending what steering wheel it is. Because I've got like the Logitech. Well, I don't even know what one it is. Was
It
it
was
the
just the one that was like
G29?
for the PS5. It
Yeah.
wasn't a great one. Like,
Yeah, if you can't be asked with the hassle of vintage and eBay and things like that, then yeah, you've done all right
yeah,
out of it, and that's why CEX do so well because people can't be asked to
no,
sell on vintage.
I'm like that. And the thing
So
that I always think as well is people go like, "Oh, you're doing content. You're meant to be collecting, and you're meant to do the same thing." And I'm like, it's just not me. They were in a cupboard. It's like the
No,
amount of dust on them. Like, why should I keep hold of them if no, someone else could, get a
yeah,
bit of joy out of it?
well, this is it, and collecting's not for anyone. And before I started collecting, I'd literally complete a game and go and trade it in. The amount of games
yeah,
I've had to rebuy over the last 4 or 5 years is mental. But it's part and parcel. Everyone's got different things. People are out there collecting 4Ks and Blu-rays. How many have they got rid of in the time before they started
Oh
collecting
yeah,
them? You
100%.
know,
yeah.
you look at it now. I think it's 28 days later. The second one, the original second one, 28 days or 28 weeks later. The Blu-ray copy of that goes for silly money in CEX
Really?
because it's rare and no one's got any.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Like it's mental. And since the new ones have come out, and people are finding out that these films and games are worth a lot of money, and they want to try and collect them because they're going to go up in value.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Craig, I've got a question.
Mm.
Two really. So I guess it's where do you buy and where do you sell? Like just for a general person that's looking to buy games and looking to sell games.
I get a lot of stuff off vintage. Vintage pretty good. I've got a special one. It's been delivered this morning, and I was going to go and get it,
Ooh.
but I wouldn't have had enough time to go and get it and get back in time.
Oh
Um,
mate, that
and that one's
that's
that
more
one's cost
important
me
than this, man.
it's cost me a little bit of money. So it's yeah.
Okay. Excited to see that.
I'm yeah, I'm not happy with how much I spent on it, but I wanted it. So, and to be fair, I got it cheaper than what it was worth. So, but vintage really good for stuff because you can haggle a lot on vintage. the gaming dad, if I get one more message from him saying, "Oh, look at what I've just brought off Vinted for a stupid price," I might cry. It's mental. eBay's quite good, but again, eBay now is getting to the point where people know what they've got. You can't get stuff on the cheap. CEX is good to get stuff. Yeah, they're a little bit overpriced, but they've got a majority of the market now, and there's nothing you can do about it. You know, Game don't do pre-owned games anymore. I don't know
Stupid, but
how old you two are, but Electronics Boutique back in the day, I don't know if you remember them. They were
I
around
don't remember
when
them.
Game
I
was
don't
about
remember that.
kind of late 90s, early 2000s. Like they were, again, they were another one. They went under, you
Yeah,
know, but there's no place now to buy secondhand games unless you've got like an old retro game shop near you or anything like that. You're screwed, and you've got to go to
Yeah.
CEX, eBay, and Vinted. We've got like no cash converters or cash generators around near us either. I think the nearest one's
No?
like 30, 40 miles away.
Wow.
bloody
So
hell.
yeah, so where I am, I've got about 5 or 6 local, what I say local CEXs, ones that are easy to get to that you don't mind traveling to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that's all you've got. And because I
bloody
say
hell.
charity shops now are just pricing themselves out of the market.
Yeah.
It's
So
It's ridiculous, isn't it?
you've mentioned that CX is quite expensive, right? And I actually think it is quite expensive as well. But I've seen a lot of people saying, "Oh, it's really good value for money." But I remember
CEX
when the port,
is a weird place.
yeah,
Yeah.
like when the Portal came out, um, I I got one, and it was £200. Still is £200, right? But then I've gone into CEX, and there was a few that were clearly like secondhand, obviously, and they were £200, and I was so confused. I was like, "How are you selling something that's secondhand for technically more? Because it's technically
Because you couldn't
£199.99."
order them anywhere else. They sold out, and CEX
But
went, "We've got some. We're going to make some money off of it."
but
Yeah.
you see this,
Supply and demand.
but you
Yeah.
see, I went in when there was definitely stock around. So I used to live in Watford, right? And I was in shit, I can't remember. I was in Argos, and I checked. They definitely had stock. And then I've walked down to the CX, and it was £200, and I was genuinely flabbergasted. Or like new games, they'll sell them for slightly more than you can buy them from shops around, and I just don't get it. But
No.
To be fair, being Watford, I'm surprised they weren't trying to lob them out on the cheap because they were probably stolen. But
yeah, probably.
not stereotyping. But yeah,
Yeah.
CEX is a weird place. Funnily enough, I can actually give you an example because I've got one behind me. Assassin's
I
Creed
love the
Rogue.
fact. I love the fact that he knows exactly where his
Yeah.
shit is.
Yeah, you got to. So this Assassin's Creed Rogue, they do not stock it in CEX. So this is the collector's edition, and it comes with like
I
a
love
book
that it's
and
still
soundtrack.
packaged.
And
I love
Yeah,
that.
I know.
to be fair, it has been resealed. The gaming dad resealed it for me, but
Oh,
they class this as the normal copy, and they lob it out for £2.50. These go
what?
for over £50 on eBay.
Wow.
CEX pricing is mental when it comes to like collector's editions, and that's why people will say CEX is good because they class collector's editions, well, not all of them, some of them as normal
As
games.
okay.
Yeah.
So you
Alright, I
can
didn't
make
know
a
that.
lot, of money off of it. But then there's other Assassin's Creeds that they'll bang out of the collector's editions and you'll pay stupid money for. It's
Yeah.
That's mad.
Oh, mate.
CEX
Seeing
That's
all
as
over.
mad.
seeing as you've dipped your hand into your collection, how big is your collection?
Oh, that is a very good question. It's probably anywhere from 12 to 1,500 games. It's not massive. There are people out there with a lot more.
It's
It's
not
not
massive.
massive.
Can you see this here? Can you see that that shelf with the Crash Bandicoots on? That's my collection. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Bloody
7,
hell.
8, 9, 11, 22 games. That's my physical
That
collection.
is
That's not even everything. I've got like a little book. I can't show it because there's loads of shit on it. But there's like I've got PSP games, Dreamcast games,
Oh mate.
and then in a drawer I've got all my N64 games and Sega games because I need to find somewhere to put them. But
is there any like console that's missing?
the only one that I want to get and that I don't have, but I don't want to pay stupid money for it because since Christmas I've got a Dreamcast, a PSP, and a what was the other one I got? GameCube. The only
Nice.
one I want now is a Sega Saturn.
Ooh.
But
Nice.
obviously, I don't want to pay stupid money for it because all the games on the Sega Saturn, some of them are getting a little bit pricey,
Yeah.
but a lot of them are PS1 games. So, because it was that era where it was PS1, Sega Saturn, it was that kind of late
Yeah.
90s, and they were kind of in a war with each other. So, everything you can get on the PS1, you can get on the Sega Saturn.
Did
So,
Did you
Yeah.
see recently someone developed like a very basic game on the Sega Saturn but added ray tracing to it?
yes,
Yeah,
it looks immense.
yeah, I know, I was
That's
like, damn.
class. I'll have to have a look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, what people are doing now is absolutely mental. Like, especially with some of these old games, and if we're getting this Fallout remaster that we're meant to be getting, how good is it going to look? Because
Yeah.
even Fallout 3 to this day still looks good. It
Mm.
doesn't look awful. You know, it's that type of art style where it's kind of cartoony and it looks all right.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to this remaster if it comes out because I reckon it's shadow dropping just after the end of season 2 of Fallout. So we'll
Ooh.
see.
Nice. Poetic, do you want me to ask this last question on content, or do you want to go for it?
No, go for it. Go for it.
Okay. So we talked a bit about your collection, and
Mm.
I want to know, how do you actually pick what games you add, or is it just a kind of, I want all of them? Like,
I don't think I'll ever get a full set. There's just too many. I want every single horror game for PS1
wow.
and
Ooh.
PS2.
Oh yeah, that's like
There's
golden
there's a
era.
lot,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
some of them are expensive. Shattered Memories, Kuon, Clock
Oh yeah,
Towers.
Q1.
cool one.
Yeah. I
They're
think
getting
even people who aren't into collecting know of or have heard of Q1 and how
Yeah,
expensive
yeah.
it can be.
yeah. There's a very special, well loved content creator to thank for that one.
Yes, there is.
But I kind of just buy what I kind of want, really. Or if I see
Mm.
something going cheap, or if someone recommends something like Persona, I've started buying the Persona games. I don't even know if I'll ever play them, but people keep
Mm.
going, "You need to play them," so I'm like, "I've got to
Yeah,
buy them." Just
to be fair, like every time I like it drops on PS Plus or on Game Pass or something, and I'm like, I should really play this, but I don't know. I don't know.
this is it. Like everyone's playing Avatar at the moment. Was it the new one? Something
Is that good?
Frontiers or
Frontiers.
whatever.
Yeah,
I
is
don't
that good?
know. I've never played it. I've brought it and I've never played it, but
It
everyone's
looks
playing
good.
it since it's had this
It
real.
looks
And this
good.
is the
It
issue.
does look
So
good.
I'm like, if I
But
didn't own it, I'd go out and buy it. I don't know if I'd play it anytime soon, but
Yeah.
you know, the backlog is real.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
no, my backlog is disgusting. Like
I
I like yeah, it's just
I
wow.
think the thing as well, I don't know whether you guys get this, but I like sometimes I'll, if a game is fairly cheap, say it's like a fiver on the PS Store, sometimes I have been known to just buy it because I like the look of the game. I'll make one video on it and then I will never touch that game again. Like I've done
Yeah.
it so many times.
I'm a massive Metal Gear Solid fan, and up there, I've still got my Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater sealed that I got on day of release. And I
Oh
was like, oh,
wow.
I'll play that next time I have a week off work. I've had like 3 weeks off work since that came out, and I still haven't opened it and played it.
Do you know what? I bought Assassin's Creed Black Flag on the PS4, and I was like, "Yep, as soon as I get a week off work, I will play it." Sealed, like it's sealed. It's not never been opened, nothing, and
Mate.
it's still there. And now there's
Mate.
a remake coming, and I'm like, mate, I haven't even opened the original.
I'm not happy with you about that one.
Yeah, but it's not the best Assassin's Creed game, so it's fine. You're not missing out on a lot.
It's
And I
right,
know that's going to upset a lot of people, but
right,
I don't think it's the best one.
right.
What would you say is the best one?
2 by a country mile. I think the story
Okay.
in 2 is absolutely phenomenal. The
I'll
gameplay is amazing.
I'll agree with you there. But one thing I will say, if you forget Assassin's Creed Black Flag is an Assassin's Creed game, it is one of the best pirate games ever made.
People said that about Skull and Bones as well, but how shit is that?
But Skull and Bones is crap. Skull and Bones came out, and I got given that by my lovely fiance as a present because I said I wanted it, and then I had to I took it downstairs really sheepishly and was like, "Can I please trade this in? It's shit. Can I please trade it in? And you can come and pick the game with me, but can I please trade this in?" And she was like, "Go on then." And she was like, "But why is it crap? Why is it crap?" And I went, "I'll explain this in terms that you can understand." 'Cause she's not a gamer at all. Not a gamer at all. And I said,
Yeah.
"This is a pirate game with no sword fighting." And she went, "Yeah, I see your point. I see your point."
Seen as it was touted as Black Flag 2, and I
Oh,
genuinely think that is what it was meant to be. I think
yeah,
Ubisoft wanted it as Black Flag 2,
yeah,
and
Yeah.
then all of a sudden they realised it was dog shit and they couldn't put an Assassin's Creed name on it.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
think that's what they've done. I think it's what the same happened with Resident Evil, the OG Resident Evil 4 or 5, whichever it was meant to be, was Devil May Cry. Devil May Cry was meant to be a Resident Evil
Really?
game. Yeah, and Capcom didn't
Oh,
like it
wow.
as a Resident Evil game. They thought it was too hacky slashy happy.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
they rebranded it as Devil May Cry, and I think that's what Ubisoft did with Skull and Bones.
Probably. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Learn
Skull and
something new
Bones
every day.
was. I think I put maybe 2 hours into that to give it a go and never touched it again.
I was so hyped for it. I was going to
So was
pre-order it, and
I.
then I waited for the reviews, and I was like, yeah, no, I'll leave this one.
Yeah. Yeah.
I sticking on the topic of your collection. What's currently your holy grail, and then what do you reckon is the one thing you actually really want, but right now you can't either justify or find?
The issue is the one thing that I wanted that I couldn't justify, I actually could justify, and it is currently sat in an impost locker,
Okay.
waiting to be collected.
Wow.
But
Okay.
until I pick that one up, probably the 2 holy grails I've got.
I love the fact that he knows where everything is.
Yeah, it's
Oh
like
my days.
exact. It's like, let me just look at the collection.
We've got a sealed copy of Rule of Rose,
Oh,
which cost me
Ooh.
£170 off of eBay, and it's a genuine one. They found like a massive shipment in Italy, so now a lot of collectors of horror games or PS2 have this game. It's not
yeah.
like a rare game. And
Yeah.
then the other one, I've got them all singly, but it appeared in my CEX, and it was the Silent Hill collection. It was
Oh, wow.
£210. But
Wow.
it's fully complete. But obviously, until I go and pick this one up, this is currently the most expensive game I own.
Wow.
Of those two, because that Rule of Rose apparently is still worth like over 250 quid in CEX. But
Wow.
How do you? Sorry for those that can't. Sorry, let me start that again. For those that aren't watching this on YouTube, or Spotify, and just listening via audio, Craig's literally just turning around, like not even looking, and then just pulling the games off the shelf. How do you organize your collection to be able to do that?
it's all in alphabetical order. So
Okay,
behind me
cool.
is like a wall of PS3, some special editions, and then on the bottom that you can't see is PS5, but they're all double stacked because I haven't got enough room. Then
Yeah.
all of that's PS2. That literally whole bookcase is PS2 because there's a lot. And if I
Bloody
turn
hell.
around a little bit, like PS4 and 4 is double stacked there, but they all need to move
Yeah,
down.
yeah.
And then all of that is PS1. Which is all in alphabetical order. But the issue is I brought a load of games off Pandy the other day, so I've got a massive stack of PS1 games that I need to put in there.
Nice.
Because I do like collection lives on a Wednesday, you kind of learn where everything is because people want to see the same games.
Yeah, yeah,
Right.
They
Okay, I'm with
they
you.
they like your Silent Hills, your Rule of Roses, Kuons everyone wants to see. Everyone just lists the most expensive ones. GTA is quite a popular one. Simpsons Hit and Run apparently is the best game ever made. I don't think it is, but people love.
Do you know
Simpsons
what? Do you? I've actually got a question, and I've always wanted to ask this to someone, and it's never ever popped up. Do you remember? I'm pretty sure it's The Sun. They gave out 3 copies of Hit and Run. Does anyone know?
I remember you used to be able to. They used to do like demo discs, I think, or McDonald's did demo discs. But I remember newspapers giving out like promo copies of things, but obviously we're going back a long time, so my memory could be a little bit iffy.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
if it was that rag of a newspaper, then I wouldn't have knew anything about it. So,
well, either way, right? I just
oh yeah,
remember
you can't buy it out of your ends, can you?
nope, nope.
Do you know what? It's mental that, and to be perfectly honest, I respect it.
Yeah.
Like after all the lies and stuff that were told in the newspaper, just for a whole city, just to be like, no, you ain't promoting that in our country.
It's at the point where literally, if you walk past someone who is reading it on a park bench, expect it to get ripped out the hand and put in a bin. Like it's that level.
Bloody hell.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like
But
just
I
how.
fully agree. I fully agree with
Yeah.
it. But let's not make this a political podcast.
No.
Let's move swiftly on.
Yeah, hit and run.
So yeah,
You can
hit and
cut that bit
run.
out
I
if you
like it. I like it. So this is like a pretty difficult one. I want you to tell me not necessarily your most expensive game or the game that you're most fond of in your collection, but like your favorite game in your collection to play, and then your favorite
Silent
game
Hill 2,
ever as well.
hands
Silent
down.
Hill 2.
And it goes for both. The OG Silent Hill 2 is one of the best games you will ever play.
Nice.
It's got multiple endings. The suspense is good, and it got Silent Hill 1 as well. Sorry.
Yeah.
Like Silent Hill 1 paved the way for horror games, in my opinion, with like the fog, and you'd never seen anything like it. And people play these games now and they're like, oh, this game's so good, and they don't realize what inspired these games to be as good as what they are.
Yeah.
Because they refuse to play them because the graphics don't look good.
Oh,
just grow up and play it.
It's so annoying when people say that the graphics are bad on a game. There are games that come out now. Like, I mean, there was a game a few years ago called Thomas Was Alone, and that was literally about rectangles and squares, and it's one of the best storytelling games I've ever played. Like, it's mental. And then the original Tomb Raiders, like, sorry, I don't get people who like just go, nah, not playing it. It looks weird. Like, I don't like it.
But you look at the people out there that's favorite game is Uncharted, right? But they won't touch Tomb Raider.
Oh yeah,
but Tomb Raider paved the way for games like Uncharted.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
It's mental, absolutely mental.
I've got a question, because a lot of I would say our favorite game creators are now I'll say legends in the field, right? So like your Hideo Kojimas, your Shigeru Miyamoto's, I can't pronounce the Silent Hill creator very well, so I'm not going to attempt it. But do you feel like there is anyone that we know of now that is coming up to take the mantle over from them? Because I can't think of any.
No.
I think the last
Kojima is still pumping out AAA games.
Kojima is. Yeah, he is, but I don't feel like there is anyone coming up. Like
I
thought maybe Neil Druckmann, but I feel like he's more interested in films and TV and all of that stuff now.
I think that the only thing with that is I feel like, and obviously there were still big teams, but back when the original Metal Gears and things were made, it was a much smaller team. So you could have the one person related to like spearheading the operation, if you like. Whereas I'm just going to use Warhorse as my example because we all know I love that game. Kingdom Come Deliverance, but like,
I swear to God, every fucking podcast he finds a way to mention it.
Either that
it
or
will be.
Kingdom Deliverance 2 or whatever it's called.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love it, mate. I love it. But
Do you have it
like
in
you
your
could
collection?
call the spearhead of that as Daniel Vavra because he's the artistic director of the whole
Yeah.
thing. But if you actually look at the crew and everything, I don't think I'd be far wrong in saying there was around 1,000 people, cast, crew,
Yeah.
directors, designers working on that game at least. So I don't think there ever will be your Hideo Kojimas or that. I don't think that'll ever happen again. To be honest, I'd like to think it would, but I
I
don't
would
think it
love it.
can.
I would love it to be the case.
Mm.
But yeah, I think you're
I
right.
think smaller development teams work better. Don't get me
Yes.
wrong, games like Death Stranding are absolutely amazing, and you look at how many people
Mm.
worked on that. But Expedition 33 was Game of the Year for a reason last
Yeah.
year.
Yeah.
And that team is so small, and they've produced probably one of the best games I think we've had probably in the last 5 years.
Yeah, I agree fully with
I'll
that.
agree, and I haven't even played it just from seeing gameplay and all that stuff. Like, yeah, I'll hold my hands and be like, yeah, fair play.
You're missing out. You're missing out.
And
It's
I
absolutely.
will play it. I will play it. It's just the backlog's eating me up at the minute, and I'm trying to get through it. So,
I've
I
got over
mean,
1,000 in the
yeah,
backlog.
as
You're
I
that's
all
know,
literally what I was
yeah.
gonna say. Craig's managed it, and he's bloody hell.
Well.
right.
Poetic, you want to ask the next one?
Yeah, sure. So we've touched on your favorite game. What's your favorite gaming memory?
Oh, this is going to sound really sad, but I remember as a
Nah.
kid sat there playing the weakest link on PS1 with my dad.
Okay, that is quite. I'm
Oh,
joking. No,
Yeah,
stop.
oh,
literally. I don't even know how old I was, and we were sat there, and he would get because he used to work nights, so he'd come in the morning and he'd play like a little bit, and I'd sit there before I went to school, and we'd just try and answer questions on the weakest link.
oh, that's
Oh,
nice.
You
bless.
know, like Christmas Day, I'm wrapping a PS1 with Die Hard trilogy. That was pretty immense. Like,
Yeah.
there's a few, but
Yeah.
yeah, like the one that always sticks with me is playing like the weakest link with my dad, which it
Do you have
sounds
the
really really cringe, but
Do you have the weakest link in your collection?
I do.
Nice,
Okay, good. I
nice.
was gonna say.
I like it.
That's
It had
good.
people.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
Nice.
that's brilliant.
Okay, so we're gonna move on to gaming hot takes now, Craig. If you have one, brilliant. If you don't, that's fine. You can
I've
debate
got a
mine
lot.
and Poetics.
Oh, okay.
Poetic, do you have one, or do you want me to go first?
You go first. You go first.
Okay. So and this is a very personal hot take. If a game has, in some way, got some historical thing about the setting of the game, it makes it 10 times better. So
Mm.
what I mean by that is even if it's like, set in a time period, if it's an alternate history like Wolfenstein type thing, if it has steeped in history in some way, for me, I enjoy the game a lot more. I think that's why I love Kingdom Come Deliverance so much. It's got in again. It's got in again.
Yeah, but then you look at Assassin's Creed Mirage. That's got historical places in it,
Yeah,
and that game is absolute garbage.
yeah, that is I was gonna say that's the anomaly with Assassin's Creed, but there's a lot of recent Assassin's Creeds that are
There is a
crap.
lot.
There's an
Um,
awful lot. Black
I
Flag.
no, no, I'm not getting into it. Black Flag is a subjectively good game, or objectively, I don't know which one.
Um, I don't know. I do find that with some historic games, there just seems to be certain, like, obviously, I know this is gonna sound crazy because we're playing video games, but I do feel like there's some liberties taken just don't that break the immersion within that era.
Okay.
I
In
can't
terms
think
of
of an
like,
example.
sorry, go on.
No, I was going to say I can't really think of an example, but yeah, actually, for example, right, and I can probably say this, but I was part of market research for one of the Call of Duty games, um, and in one of the Call of Duties, right, you can kind of create your own character, and it's set in the past, right, and as part of that, you kind of have to infiltrate the Russian embassy in Russia as a spy.
Yeah, I remember
But
that
like
mission.
Yeah.
my character's black. Like I would like
Out of all the things you were gonna say, I did not think that was what it would be. That is
Like,
amazing.
and like literally I said that to the team and they were all like, oh yeah, like we didn't even think of that. And I was like, come on. Like I
Yeah.
get like you want it to be all historic and stuff, but like it's like simple stuff like that that kind of just break the immersion because I'm walking past, right, and I'm like, no chance in hell this guy actually thinks I'm one of them.
That's amazing.
But
That is
so
amazing. Oh,
yeah.
see,
Anyway, so that might be the one reason why you can no longer create your own character in COD. I don't know.
because of
But yeah.
you.
Yeah.
That is a fair point. No, and like things like with Assassin's Creed, and I know that like I'm gonna use Assassin's Creed 3 as an example, but the fact that like halfway through the game you're just having a chat with George Washington, and it's like, well, no, I don't really
Yes.
think so.
Yeah.
And it could it's
Stuff
also
like that.
going back to like the whole kind of the race thing because like Connor is I want to get this right. He's Native American, and so correct me if I'm wrong, but I personally don't think a lot of white people of that time would have been too friendly to that type of person. Do you know what I mean? So I
No,
don't know
yeah.
if that's the right way to go, but you know,
yeah, but the premise of the game is his family home gets burned down, and he wears a hood for the rest of the game, so you might not have seen him properly. But
true, very true. Okay, go on, Poetic. So I'm gonna take that as two disagrees then. I think I'll take that as the first disagree to one of my
yeah,
hot takes. Okay, go on, Poetic. Have you got one?
Do you know? Okay, yeah, I've
Oh,
I've
when
got
he
one.
laughs, it's gonna be a good one.
Mortal Kombat is better than Street Fighter.
oh yeah,
Oh,
I'm gonna have to agree with that.
Oh,
yes,
really? Okay.
Yeah,
yes.
like,
Just
but
just for the finishes.
that's because I grew up playing Mortal Kombat more than I did Street Fighter.
See,
It's
I grew up
Do you
it's
know
on
all
what?
down to
Tekken, so
personal
I
preference,
was
isn't it?
yeah. I grew up on Tekken,
Yeah.
but Tekken's nowhere near either of them. So
OG Tekken, the first three are absolutely amazing.
like the arcade Tekken, like
Yeah.
in the arcades, they were amazing.
Whereas
Um,
now I feel like Tekken's kind of tried to be too clever, and it's not as good as what it was.
yeah, but yeah,
Yeah.
I'd agree. Mortal Kombat's definitely better, and I think just for the finishes, I think just for that alone, it's better.
The only
Yeah.
caveat to that is the Mortal Kombat remaster. Well, I say remaster, the re-release they did a little while back on PS5 is goddamn awful.
Mm,
Mm.
Like there is so
really?
much input lag, it's unreal.
Oh,
Like it makes
really?
part of it's really bad. Like so you're talking like a second, half a second, but it can really like ruin your
Oh
run,
yeah, yeah.
and
Oh
especially
God.
on like the final bosses and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not great. But obviously that's my personal opinion.
Yeah. Well, I think that's two agrees for it. I think that's two agrees. You're doing better than
Okay.
me. Craig, have you got one
Craig?
or many, like
I
you said
do,
before?
but
Oh,
we've kind
few?
of already touched on it which is my biggest hot take is that Assassin's Creed 3 is better than Black Flag, and I will
Ooh.
die on that hill. And everyone says how rubbish Assassin's Creed 3 is. I thoroughly enjoyed it when I played it first time
I
through,
will agree with you there. I
and
thoroughly
I
enjoyed it.
I didn't enjoy Black Flag, and everyone tells me I'm wrong, but I
Okay,
just
I'm gonna break this into chunks because I like Assassin's Creed when it was Desmond.
Desmond was
I
amazing.
loved Assassin's
Mhm.
Creed. Up like one, two, Brotherhood Revelations, three, um, Black Flag. I loved them all. I can't remember if Black Flag's not Desmond, is it? No, because
No,
you like in the Abstergo entertainment thingy.
yeah,
Anyway, um, three much better parkour. I think four feels more open. Three three's better fighting.
story's better.
I can't agree with you there.
Character development's
But
better.
no, I will agree with you. Story's better in three, but I think I just love four because it's my perfect like dicking around game. Like I'm like, oh, I've had a hard day at work. What can I do? Oh, let's go on a pirate ship and blow some knobheads up. You know what I mean? Like,
And I think that's the bit I didn't like in Black Flag. I didn't like the pirate ship bit, but I
that's
think
the
that's
whole
because
thing.
yeah, no, but it's not though because like you don't really do a lot of the pirate ship stuff until later on when you need to kind of sail through to get to like the end boss, do you?
Mm,
So a lot of it is on land, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh no, you're in the sea, but if you've not upgraded your ship, you're a bit fucked. So now what you've got to do is go and waste all this time upgrading your ship when you could have already assassinated someone. I'm just saying.
mm. I think though it's probably the way that I play Assassin's Creed games is that I will be in a town and I will get every collectible and every chest and every single thing in that town before I even go to the main quest. So I think I probably never encountered that because
Bloody hell.
I was just like money, 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 money.
The only one I've ever,
Bloody hell.
I say I've done it quite a few. I've platinumed the second one.
Mate, the feathers, the
I've
feathers,
done that 3 times.
mate.
I
Three
did it on
times.
yeah, I did it on OG Xbox 360, 1,000 gamer score. I did the remaster on Xbox One, 1,000 gamer score, and then I've done it on PS4.
Bloody hell.
Plus,
Yeah,
then
this guy loves
I
this game.
I completed it the first time I ever played it on PS3 as well, but I didn't do all the collectibles.
Oh mate,
Oh, wait.
I've
I,
played that
I've
game
Um,
so many times.
I've platinumed AC2. I was originally gonna like try and platinum the whole Ezio collection, or like all of the Assassin's Creeds that didn't have online. But like I did AC2, and I was just like I was burnt out after that one.
I've been working on the Ezio collection, so I was going to do them all, but then obviously
mm,
Black Flag and I think 3 have got like online trophies
Yeah,
because I've done like Origins, Odyssey, basically every Assassin's Creed game I've even got 1,000 gamer score on, or I've platinumed it like since they've been on like modern consoles.
yeah.
Since I've
yeah.
swapped everything over to PlayStation, there are a few I need to go back and platinum again.
Mm.
The only one that's putting me off is Valhalla because that game is fucking long.
Yeah.
But I've
Yeah.
done on the Ezio collection, I've done 2 and I've done Brotherhood. I've got Revelations to go. I'm hopefully going to do it this year, but it's a slog, especially with Revelations and Brotherhood, because you need
Mm.
100% synchronization.
Yeah.
And on Brotherhood, trying to do some of those Da Vinci missions is a pain in the ass.
Yeah. There's one, isn't there, where
Yeah.
you have to like kick the. No, is it with the tank? The tank one
Yeah,
I remember being
you got to
notoriously
follow.
difficult.
Yeah, you got to follow the tank, and basically, I think the 100% synchronization is you've got to do it without being hit or in a certain time limit, and
Yeah.
it's an absolute nightmare.
Yeah. No, I'm not looking
Mm.
forward to that. I will do it eventually. Maybe maybe when I'm off, because I work in a school, so maybe when I got the 6 weeks off.
Oh, 6 weeks holiday.
Yeah,
Yeah, no.
Rub it in.
He also managed to mention that in every podcast episode.
yeah.
Yeah, I get 6 weeks off in.
Do you know what? Do you know what? Right now, I've got 2 weeks in, 1 week off, 5 weeks in, 2 weeks off, 6 weeks in, 6 weeks off.
Yeah, but when you're off, you're not really
Alright.
off though, are you? Because you're probably doing marking, lesson
No,
planning.
I am off. I'm not a teacher. I'm pastoral. So if the kids aren't there, I have no work.
Not even a proper teacher.
No,
Yeah.
and I don't want to be. I don't want to be.
But
Like you
on
watch
that hot
Retro
take,
Revival, and he's there, and he's like, "I've got to do this marking, I've got to do this, I've got to do that," and you go,
oh,
"He's got 6 weeks off," but there's no way he's actually got 6 weeks off.
No, teachers don't really.
No.
It's a lot of work the teachers put in. I'm very lucky with the job that I've got.
But yeah, on that hot take, I can't comment because I've not played Black Flag.
Wouldn't bother me.
So
You need to. No, you should bother. You need to play both. Play Assassin's Creed 3 and Black Flag and see.
Don't get me wrong, Black Flag is a good game, but for me, I just don't think it's anywhere near as good as what people make out it is.
See,
But
for
it's
me,
all down to personal preference, though, isn't
yeah,
it? It's
I think it depends on like I'm a massive history buff, so like pirates have always been massive for me in like history and stuff like that. And pirates and World War Two. So if there's a game like about that kind of stuff or medieval, I'll love it regardless of what it is, really. Right,
right.
shall we move on to our quick fire questions? So, Craig,
yeah,
all we need from you is we're going to ask you the questions alternating, like Poetic will ask one, I'll ask one. And we just need a very quick little snippet. You can explain it a little bit, and then we'll crack on with that.
Right, let's go.
So,
Let's try.
Poetic, do you want to kick us off?
cool. Well,
You can start
if
on the
you could
best
make,
console if you want.
yeah, all right. Well, he's asked it. What do you think the best console is?
Oh, my personal opinion, PS2.
Ooh, okay.
I would definitely agree.
Just look at that catalog.
Yeah. Okay.
There's
Dream
no
game.
Zelda or Mario in that catalog, though.
It's because Zelda's shit.
I agree.
What?
I know we're doing quickfire, right? I used to love Zelda as a kid. On the Game Boy, I had Link's Awakening, and I absolutely loved that game, and I played it to death. And then I never played another Zelda game until Breath of the Wild. I have never been so disappointed in a game that people have hyped up so much that it's put me off at playing any other Zelda game. To the point I have
Do you know
people in my
what?
comment section and Discord telling me that they're going to buy me copies of Zelda for the GameCube or N64 to play.
Wow.
Like, I just refuse.
Yeah, no, I was genuinely going to say that this new format of Zelda games isn't it. Like, I think the best for Zelda games have been Ocarina of Time and Wind Waker. But yeah, fair enough.
Moving swiftly on. So your dream game. So this is like if you could make any game about anything with any developer, what would it be?
I want a decent Assassin's Creed game, but I want a modern day one, and I want it with fucking Desmond. I don't care that he's dead. I want a modern Assassin's Creed game with Desmond. They drop the ball so hard. It's unreal.
Yeah, I didn't like Desmond in the first one, but his character arc was chef's kiss.
It was phenomenal, and they could have done it after they'd done the Ezio trilogy. They could have just jumped into a modern day one where you travel the world, try and sort shit out, and whatever. And it could have been so good, and they just fumbled massively. But Ubisoft like to do that, don't they? So
yeah,
they do.
Yeah.
Okay, Poetic.
Your top three games of all time.
Oh, that is hard. Silent Hill 2 OG.
Yeah.
Metal Gear Solid
Yeah.
OG.
Ooh, okay.
Final Fantasy 7.
Oh, yes. Yes. I've heard a lot about Final Fantasy, and I like the look of it. I haven't played it, but I will.
and that's harsh because there's so many good games out there. Like that's not even including like Tomb Raiders and
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, and then lastly, any questions for us? And these can be quick fire, these can be deep, they can be, the floor is yours.
What we'll go with Dan first. What is your top 3 games
Of all time?
of all time?
Oh my god. Right. In no particular order.
It's not nice, is it?
Kingdom Come Deliverance 1, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
No. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 isn't there.
Wow.
Okay.
I'm surprised. And this is quickfire and he's still thinking.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Shadow of Rome on a PS2. The movies. Tycoon game. And Kingdom Come Deliverance. This is just off the top of my head. But then there's there's the Matrix Path of Neo, there's like the original Resident Evil, there's loads.
I think what Craig's thinking right now is that I'm never taking a gaming recommendation from Dan ever.
100%.
The movies?
As he literally just said, the movies, he's then gone, yeah, but then you've got Resident Evil, Path of Neo.
Well, like for me, okay. So that would be like my nostalgic
This is
game.
quickfire. I just want to say this is quickfire.
Well, it's my podcast, so. So, if I hate it. No, so it's Shadow of Rome, Matrix Path of Neo, and either Kingdom Come Deliverance or XCOM Enemy Unknown.
It's a good game.
Yeah.
Okay.
The movies is a nostalgia bias. I'll give you that.
Mines are in no particular order, and I feel like this changes a bit, but it's a Beautiful Joe, Astrobot, and it'll be a tie between Super Mario Sunshine and Wind Waker.
Solid list.
I feel like Craig's happy with your list and my list.
Because I'm just right.
But honestly, you're saying the movies.
No, right. I loved Tycoon. So when I say the movies, my brain is taken like the old style Tycoon games, like Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, like Stronghold, like those types of. I didn't even say Stronghold. Oh my god.
And he's out here running a podcast asking for 3 games. Yeah, all right.
There's too many. There's too many.
Do you have any more questions?
The 3 worst games you've ever played.
Oh, Skull and Bones.
Yeah,
that's definitely one. There's no others to spring to mind like that. Really, really, really bad. Cyberpunk on release.
God, it was awful.
I'm trying to think of like older ones, like PS2 ones or anything like that. I mean, if we look at like going back and looking at them now, like the original PS1 Harry Potter games were quite bad. If you actually look back at them,
they're not that bad. Have you ever played Duke Nukem Forever on PS3?
I have not.
Tell me Harry Potter shit once you played that.
Okay, I will add it to my list.
Cool.
Go on, Poetic.
I would probably say Haze on the PS3.
Oh, it's a great game.
It was awful. I don't know if you're being serious.
I don't think
or
Craig's
not.
gonna
It's
come back.
goddamn awful. Like, it's so awful. I refuse. I've not even
Okay.
brought it, and it's worth £1, and I've not even brought it, and I could pad the collection out with that.
Oh mate.
Yeah. So that I still own a copy of that game. Gosh, do you know what? Oh fuck.
It's hard, isn't it?
I think the game's fantastic. I think the game is fantastic, right? But the first 2 hours of Red Dead Redemption,
100%.
Red Dead Redemption 2,
100%.
It sets the scene.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
You can
It
set the
sets
scene without
painful.
trudging through the snow for 3 hours.
Right. Who is doing that for 3 hours? That's like an hour at best.
Because I got so bored, I had to leave and come back. It took me 4 attempts to get into Red Dead Redemption 2. It's the same with
don't
Death
get me wrong, the
Stranding.
game is brilliant, but
Death Stranding is just a poor game.
And then,
no, it's not. Death Stranding, once you get past like the initial 3-4 hours of Death Stranding,
But like any game
phenomenal.
recommendation, any game recommendation that starts with once you get past the 4-hour mark, I'm not playing it.
But you recommend Red Dead Redemption 2?
Yes, because it's Rockstar, and Rockstar will do no wrong.
Yes, they can.
Yes, but this is Hideo Kojima, and Hideo Kojima can do no wrong.
Oh, we already know my opinion on this, man.
And then I think my last one is any Pokemon game made in like the last 10-15 years.
Yeah,
it's just the same fucking game.
I'd agree.
I grew up on Red, Blue, and Yellow. Those games were phenomenal. Silver, Gold, good. Yeah. Ruby, Sapphire, Crystal, all good.
I was Diamond and Pearl were my earliest ones that I really remember.
Yeah, Diamond and Pearl were very good.
Then you release the Nintendo Switch and you release Pokemon Let's Go. Great game. Pokemon Go, but on your Switch. Brilliant. Loved it. Then you had, was it Legends of Arceus?
Yeah.
Very good game.
Yeah.
Sword and Shield, absolutely awful. The Diamond and Pearl re-releases for Switch were not great. They run better on a Switch 2 than they do its native console of a Switch. So that worked well. Good old Nintendo.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like, and I mean this in the nicest way possible, this has been the most heated the podcast has ever got. And I am here for it. I am so here for it. No, it's good. It's good. It shows
I get very passionate.
You are passionate about gaming, and I love it. But that is kind of us wrapping up the podcast. So, Craig, this is your opportunity, because you've done us a favour by coming on. This is your opportunity to plug yourself, tell people where they can find you, and all that good stuff.
If you want to see my vintage crackheads and just me make a tit of myself, you can find me on TikTok under Craig's Gaming Corner. I do have an Instagram, a YouTube, all under the same name. I don't post to them much. I am going to try and be better. That's what I am trying to do. But obviously life gets busy and it's hard to post on multiple platforms.
Yeah.
I know there's websites you can use that post everything, but it's not the same. So
no, it's not.
So yeah, come follow me on TikTok. We're on that 5K push.
Yeah, and I'm sure you'll get it. I'm sure you'll get it very soon.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Hopefully, we're getting it.
And then selfishly, when you thinking of posting the video of your latest get?
I'll tell you what it is when we go off air. But I'm probably going to post it tomorrow morning, because by the time I go and collect it later, it's probably going to be too late to post it tonight, because it probably won't do numbers. So I might post it first thing tomorrow morning.
Well, that's good for anyone watching, because it should be out by the time this goes out. So
well, to be fair, this will probably drop before I post the video if this goes out early doors. But yeah, it will be. So it'll come out after. So once you've listened to the podcast, go over to my TikTok at Craig's Gaming Corner and look how much less whack I am and spend on games.
I love it.
Brilliant.
I love
it. Craig, thank you so much. This has been, like Dan said, this has been the most heated, most passionate episode yet, and I'm all here for it.
No, thank you
Listeners,
for having me.
no, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Listeners and gamers, thank you, and watchers, thank you for joining us in this conversation today. And as always, gamers, happy
Happy
gaming.
gaming.